I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you some common mistakes. The idea of having this video is to make you understand that there are simple things where you may go wrong, so you have to carefully read the question and then answer. Here is one of those questions. For the following relation, determine domain range and whether it is a function or not. We are given a mapping diagram, so you can pause the video, look at the question carefully, write down domain range and comment on whether it is a function or not, providing a reason. Here is my solution. What I note is that most of the time students will take the first set as the domain and the second as the range. But in this case, you will note that we have arrows which are pointing from right to left, and therefore set which comprises of domain is the right hand side. So that is the domain, and this one is the range. So look at these arrows and then answer your question. So therefore, the domain for this function will be, let me write bold and clear, set of A, B, D, and E. Range will be 4, 7, 9, and 8. Now the second part is, the third part is, this is A, this is B, and then C is whether it is a function or not. How do you decide that? Now, every element of the domain should be associated with some elements in the range. But what we see here is that C is not associated with anything, and therefore it is not a function. I should say it is not a relation also. So let me write it is not a function and it is not a relation also. Both things. Now since it is just whether it is a function or not, we will say it is not a function, and the reason is that C in the domain or in the first set, which you may call as the independent set of variables or the input, is not associated with any element, right? So that is the reason. So that is the reason why the rule which defined the link between set of domains to the range failed to take care of C, and that is the reason why this does not even qualify as a relation. So it's not a function, of course, but it's not even a relation, since the rule, there has to be a rule which will link each and every element in the input set to the output. Now that rule actually failed to connect C with any element, and therefore it is not even a relation, right? So I hope this point is absolutely clear. So you have to see it in this context and then understand clearly what is a relation and what is a function. I hope with this video you realize that we have to take care of small things like arrows pointing in which direction. They go from set of elements in the domain to the set of elements in the range, and all the elements in the so-called domain should be associated with some elements in range. Only then they qualify as a relation. Otherwise, they don't even qualify as a relation. I hope the point is well taken. Thank you and all the best.